Hi, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories coming from windy South Florida. That's right, today is very windy. What do we got today? Well, before I get started, before I forget, like and subscribe. And that is our telephone number if you have questions on the product I am showing you today. I'm going to try to put a link of this product on the bottom of the video so you can see the costs and everything else. That being said, come on over here, John. Let's take a look what we got here. Well, we got a Super Duty Roush. This is one of the upgraded F-250s here. And what do we put on it? Well, let's take a good look. We got the truck covers USA American work cover with the Yakima HD T-slot rails. Now, this is kind of your top of the line cover. This is the only company I'm aware of that has a full-size toolbox with a rolling cover. Now, I have other covers that have a toolbox, but none of them are rolling covers. This one is the one of the few, if not the only one, because I have not seen this set up with anyone else at this time. Now, this cover, before we go into opening everything up, holds 500 pounds. It comes with a 2-year manufacturer warranty. If we install it, we're going to give you 1-year labor on there. And I love this cover. I think it looks great. It comes in black. It comes in white. So if you want to get that, you got a commercial vehicle, you want all white, you can. Now, let's go into the toolbox. So come on over here, John. Let's show you a few things about the toolbox. This is a full-size toolbox. Now, this does work with your remote. That's right. If I want to lock the toolbox, I can unlock the toolbox. I can lock the toolbox. Also, let's go ahead. Whoop, I locked this. Go ahead and lock it. There we go. Now, let's go and open this up. And if you look over here, you see there is a LED light. Now, what we did in here, if you notice the height of this truck and where I'm standing. Now, if you notice, John just stood up. You know why? Because we put on extra steps on the side. So you don't have to worry about going in through the bed to get to your toolbox. You can still do it like a normal toolbox. You got a nice little 2 trays to go in here. You can see there's lots of room in here. You got room here, you got room here. Again, with the LED light, if you're at night, you can see in there easily. And this is a very heavy duty toolbox. It's gonna take a lot of abuse because a lot of people will abuse these. And I tell you, with the steps, they're by amp, by the way. On the side of the truck, if you notice, there's one on both sides of the truck. So if you're on the passenger side, driver's side, you can access this no problem. Again, you get the nice little trays. They come in and out. And when you get a covered, they'll give you a little thing for cleaning your truck, which is very nice. All in all, this is a really nice setup. So again, come over here, and it's nice about the step. And John, swing over here real quick. Let me show you real quick. This is, I think if you're gonna get, like for example, I have one of these on my truck on the other side here, and this is great for getting in and out of your toolbox. Now again, when you're not using it, look at that, out of the way. What a smart setup. Again, this is an AMP Research side step. They do make them for the tailgate area as well. But for this truck, this is super beneficial because of the toolbox. Again, this is a great thing. Let me go and flip the light off here. Let's go, and I'll show you. There we go. Now, as you look over here, you see the T-slot. A lot of people are not familiar with what T-slots do. A lot of people are, but if you're not familiar, what this does, lets you have everything that's on my truck. You can get a rack system that by Elevate goes up and down. You can get the lower racks by Rhino racks here. You can get a Kurt Safari basket. So you do overland, and you can put a tent on here. You can do, or if you're for work, you want to put a ladder on here. Basically, you can get all this stuff on this setup. So it's really a great item to have, because even if you don't use it right away, there might be a day you say, you know what, I'm going on a trip, I need to take more stuff. You can put, so you got your toolbox, you put stuff on here. It's just a smart thing to have. Now again, this comes in white, you can get in black, which is really nice. Now this only comes in a semi-gloss texture black, which is with the ones with the toolboxes. Now you can get a matte black. Unfortunately, they don't offer that with the toolbox, just the regular cover, so keep that in mind. So let's go here and show you how everything else opens up here. Now, this has a dual lock system. What does that mean? Well, I can use my key here to unlock it up here, or, which I'm gonna do most of the time, I'm just gonna pull this little lever. Now, if you notice, I'm holding this strap here. And now, as you can see, this guy does use this truck for work here. So it's a dirty bed, but it's okay. You look nice, it's clean. When you close it up, you hide all that stuff. Again, if you notice, underneath the canister, you still have room. I know a lot of people are really concerned, if I get a toolbox and a rolling cover, do I still have room? And you do. So if you got some plywood, you know, big sheets of plywood you have to put back here, you can fit tons of stuff underneath that canister. A really nice setup. Again, I love this setup. I think it's great. You also get 4 change tubes, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. and that does a good job of getting the water out of the system here. Now, a lot of people worry about, is this waterproof? And I got bad news for you. It's not. That's right. I'm honest with you. Nothing is waterproof. I'm sorry, not unless you got a submarine, are you going to keep every single drop of water out. These are weather resistant covers. Now, I tell people all the time, and I still get people trying to use the Jedi mind trick on me, but you said it was waterproof. I go, I've never said that. I put in the videos. I have signs in the store. I tell them in person, but I guess people hear what they want to hear. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you want to hear it or not, that's the truth. I know a lot of places will lie to the customers and say it's a waterproof cover. I don't do that. Now, up north, where it's like, I got people, I sell these in Texas, they don't get a lot of rain. Florida, it's monsoons here all the time. Just last month, it was like raining like hurricanes. So a little bit of water got into some of my customers' beds. Some called me up and I said, you got a big bad storm, you're going to get a little water, and there's just no way around. Just like going through a car wash, high pressure water is going to find its way in there. So keep that in mind. Again, this is all common sense, but common sense is not common. Now, let's go into some other cool features on this. Now, some covers is either all the way open, all the way closed. This one does have stops. You hear that little clicking noise? Now, why is that good to have a stop? Well, maybe you don't want to, maybe you got a tall item, right? And you don't want to have the cover all the way open. You might, here's your tall item. Maybe you want to put the cover close to the height of that. Of course, you close the tailgate, and that really makes it easier. Also, a small little thing, there's a little Velcro on here. So you got a little thing there, holds up out of the way. Now again, you go ahead and close this up here, and you can, I'll go ahead and close it for you. Now, there's a little spots right here for your fingers. And why is that there? So in case this gets a little hot, you're not on bare metal. So a lot of people, why is that there? That's for your fingers. If you want to close it, not by the strap, but by the cover, because you can do both. You can reach your hand and just close it. So let's say it's not all the way closed, you don't want to grab the strap, you just grab this and close it. Really, really easy. Now, what's nice about this cover, we can ship it anywhere in the country. So if you don't live here in Florida, not a problem. They're actually made in California. That's right, it's USA made. You know how much I love American made products. You know why? Because they're made better, okay? Sorry to say, China, but we make better stuff. Sorry, I don't want to offend anyone, but I love American made stuff. And I tell you, we can ship it anywhere in the country. You can ship it here in the store. We can install it for you. And what's nice is we have done these installs, like for example, putting the cover on, it's not too hard. I think most people can do it. The lock activators, pain in the tush. My techs would tell you, they're not the easiest things to put together. And finding which wire to for it is a pain in the rear. So if you do get that, that would be the hardest thing to do. The cover itself, not too bad. It does require two guys picking up the toolbox, putting in the cover and all that stuff. It's probably, if you're local, let us put it on for you. And we give you one year warranty on what we do for you. So that's even better. So if anything we forgot to do, it is cover, which is really nice. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories doing a review of our top of the line tank model American War Cover by Truck Covers USA on a Ford F-250. And again, don't forget, like and subscribe. Thank you.